What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ari and I'm back with another video. So today's video is going to be a bit different because I'm actually taking a trip down to Miami to cater my best friend's baby shower. So if you're new here, you probably don't know, but I'm telling you right now, I'm a baker. I make everything all from scratch. So we've been planning this a while back. I do have an idea of what I'm making for her baby shower. Like, I know I want to make cake. I know I'm gonna make cupcakes. I know I'm gonna make treats, but what treats? Not really too sure. But I packed a lot of my tools in my suitcase and I'll show y'all everything that I packed. So now we're just walking through crazy JFK, and as y'all can see, it was really busy. What is that? It's like a little robot that gives people their orders, I guess. Low key. Nah, he's mad funny for that, talking about let me be in your vlog. But y'all know I be filming low key. Like, I'm not trying to I even, like, when I film, I try to block people's faces out as much as I can. But yeah, now we wait. So I finally landed. I didn't get to film too much of the travel process because it was kind of hectic. But as y'all can see, no makeup, no filter, no edits, barefaced, and this is real life. Like, sometimes your hair is not done and you gotta do what it do. So I have 2 bags and I also had that duffel bag. All right, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Ari and I'm back with another video. So I done flew down to Miami, you know, looking for the hoochie daddies. Let me stop. But right now, you know, I'm here with my best friend because I'm about to hook up her baby shower, do the treats and all that. So don't mind me. I know it's ghetto right now. I did these twists this morning because I went to the spa yesterday and my hair was frizzy. And yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I was like, I did my twist. And that plane had like turbulence. Like, you would have thought it was raining or something. The way he was shaking up the plane. I'm like, I'm on Jackie Robinson Parkway. I'm like, what's going on? Like, but anyways, we about to go get something to eat and then probably go to the mall real quick. And then I'm going to show y'all what's in my bag because I went and packed everything that I needed to bake the cake. Like my pans and stuff like that. So I'm going to show y'all that. I didn't really pack too much because I was scared that my stuff was going to be overweight, but it actually wasn't. All right, so I'm going to see y'all when we get to I actually did not fly into Miami Airport. I flew into Fort Lauderdale. So we just leaving the airport right now. It was busy, but it wasn't as crazy as it gets, so I was thankful for that. But it was real hot. Y'all know how it gets. Once you head outside, it be hot. Like, if you wearing sweats, it's over for you. But yeah, it wasn't much traffic. But I decided before we go to the mall, we're going to stop and get something to eat because your girl was starving, okay? And as soon as I said that, it's crazy because my best friend opted to go home, but she was hungry as well. So we stopped to get something to eat at Cava. So it's kind of crazy. I got all my friends addicted to Cava. It's like a Mediterranean version of Chipotle, but way better. And they have like fresh squeezed juices. Every morning they make them. They also have like natural sodas, like blueberry soda. It's so good. Then we stopped and got some gas. The gas wasn't even high. I thought it was going to be way more expensive. Now we're heading into the mall. So we're really at the mall to get my best friend's dad some shoes for the baby shower because the shoes he wanted to get, we didn't really feel like it fit the scheme of the colors. So the colors are like white, ivory, and like baby pink and like gold. So here we are headed to Foot Locker. So they had a lot of options, as y'all could see, but it's crazy because my best friend's boyfriend has those on the top and her dad went with these, the purple ones. Even though it wasn't pink, he had an ivory outfit, so it worked. I was the guy I would have gotten those because these are so fire, and those look like clown shoes. I do not like those. $10 corn cup bite.
So when do you want some corn?
And I'm getting this. See, with the chamoy, they taxing though. It's like $10 for everything on here. Like, I'm in the wrong business, y'all. For some canned corn. Hold on now. Alright, Tony team, so we're finally back in the house. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm about to get into what's in my bag, all the tools that I packed for baking. So I have my mixer right here, my good old KitchenAid. I also have, the attachments, I have some supports for the cake depending on how tall I make it. And this is by Wilton. It shows you how to put everything in, but I already know how to use it. I have some lollipop sticks here. Also some molds. This is like if I want to make truffles, depending on if I have like extra cake left over. Cake pop molds, because I don't know what I'm going to be making exactly. And then this is just like a bunch of sprinkles and different like packaging for like the pretzels and stuff like that, like twist ties. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous things. Piping bags. So these are piping bags. So think of it like a Ziploc bag, but you cut the corner and then you put like whatever decorating tip you want to put inside and squeeze out, the buttercream so it can make that design. Then I also have some molds, and these are for the lollipops that I'm going to make. So basically I'm going to make lollipops with white chocolate. These are a bunch of baby molds. So this is like a carriage. This one is onesies, like baby onesies. Some baby lollipops, like baby letters. Then I just have some random letters in case I want to make letters for the bottom of the cake. And then I have two big cake pans. These are actually 16 inches. They probably look normal size, but they're huge. I have some Oreo molds because I know I'm going to make chocolate covered Oreos. I also have my cake turntable, so when I want to decorate I could just go about doing so. I don't gotta work too hard to spin the cake around. So these are all my different piping tips. I actually have them in a case. It's kind of dirty because I've been moving and stuff like that, but it's all good because every single time I use them I wash it out, so don't pay that no mind. But y'all can see all the different designs I could make. Let me go ahead and close that because I do not want those spilling all over the place. Then these are some specialty like spatulas I have for decorating. I also have a serrated knife, so when the cake bakes and it's kind of like a dome on top, to cut it and make it flat. Then I also have some more twist ties for packaging, gold, and then a bunch of different like edible glitters, metallic dust, disco glitter, stuff like that. Pink and gold. I have some tape because I'm gonna need it for the boxes. I also have a cake smoother. I also brought some rainbow sprinkles because I'm like, when else am I gonna use this? Because all the cake that I'm making is birthday cake. I brought my handy dandy measuring spoons. I also got a brush in there for the glitter, my measuring cups. I went ahead and brought over some wax paper because I have a bunch of this stuff. I brought another mold for lowercase letters if I need it. And then this is a cake tester, kind of like a toothpick, but it's made out of metal. Alright, so the next morning we went to this black owned breakfast spot. And yeah, I went ahead and got some grits. I don't even really eat grits, but I'm like, you in the South, let me try it. So I got some catfish, some eggs, and some grits. Had to put hot sauce on it. How was it? It was alright. It was alright. Alright y'all, so make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you've been seeing so far. It's free 99, okay? So now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm doing. Right here I'm making cupcake onesies, basically onesies and socks that look like cupcakes, but it's not. So I'm just rolling up the onesie right here, and then I'm gonna take some rubber bands, well, one rubber band, and put that on it just to hold everything together. So then now I'm gonna put the onesie in the sock, right? And then I'm gonna take a glue dot. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I took one of the fake cherries and stuck that right on top. And y'all gonna see me package everything, and I thought that was so cute. Like, they look like actual cupcakes, but as y'all can see, it's just a onesie and some socks. So this is how it turned out. Really cute. I did not like the boxes that I got from Amazon. These were way too short, so I had to keep the boxes open. But yeah, on to the next. So now I'm getting ready to melt some chocolate. I got these measuring cups from Dollar Tree, nothing too crazy, because I want to make the lollipops and I also want to make the chocolate covered Oreos, and I might do pretzels as well. So now I'm just getting everything ready for the treats. So I went ahead and washed those molds off. These are some mini chocolate bar molds, and then also some baby feet. And then as y'all can see the molds, I'm just showing y'all it again. And then I have some candy color and some cookie sheets to place everything on with the wax paper so it doesn't get stuck. So I actually went ahead and got some pretzels. So basically here I'm just putting the same exact amount of almond bark or white chocolate in each measuring cup, and then I'm just eyeballing a dash of oil, putting that in the microwave for like 30-second intervals and stirring it. You don't want to microwave it too much because then it's going to get like hard and you'll have to throw out the chocolate. So if y'all see me tapping the molds like that, it's so that all the little air bubbles in the chocolate just like come out. So you just want to keep tapping it like that a few times. And I went ahead and popped that right in the freezer. And then now I'm going to do the pink ones. So I'm just going to fast forward the rest of the process. If y'all have any questions about the process, just make sure you comment down below. I am going to comment back. So once I took out all the chocolate covered Oreos out the fridge, you're just going to want to pop them out the molds and they should come out perfect. It's really simple, but these look too plain. So y'all know I'm going to have to make them saucy. I'm going to have to decorate them on top of this because this is way too plain. But they came out looking nice. And then these are the pretzels. So it's going to be the same process. I'm just going to dip the pretzels in. And then once the chocolate, before it sets, basically, I'm going to add some sprinkles. Because same thing, that's too plain. Like, I got to make it saucy. So, like I said, everything is going to be pink, white, gold. And also have, like, some edible glitter or some stuff. But I don't know what I'm doing with these now. I think I'm going to leave these plain. I might add a drizzle. All right, y'all, so I definitely decided that I was gonna add a drizzle, and I'm gonna add some pearls, and y'all see the process for how I'm gonna do that right here. But make sure if you do this, you work fast, because as y'all can see, the two on the top left and like the middle, they already set, so I had to go ahead and add even more chocolate. So now I'm working even faster because I'm like, no, I can't have that happen again. So I went ahead and got my pearls ready. So now for the baby feet molds, it's 4 baby feet to the mold. So I had to do this a couple times, like probably like 6-7 times to get enough baby feet for the Oreos. That's what I'm gonna put on some of the Oreos, and the other ones are gonna have a drizzle. What is the look? So I'm just adding more chocolate to the back of the lollipop so it's not too thin. This way it doesn't break in transit. So now that the treats are done, I'm gonna get started making the cake. So I went ahead and got some pink metallic cupcake liners off Amazon, and everything is gonna be linked in my Amazon storefront. And then I went ahead and started making the cake batter. Like I said, everything is gonna be birthday cake. So birthday cake is a little bit more on the buttery side. That's how I make it, but it's a vanilla cake. And then I go ahead and add some rainbow sprinkles. So the key when you're baking from scratch is not adding everything all together at the same time. You really need to take your time when adding the ingredients and make sure that you separate your wet and dry ingredients and add them in increments. So I'm just taking my time here because I don't want to overmix and I don't want to undermix. So you'll know when the batter is perfect, because at this point I'm not gonna be able to turn the bowl over and everything just like fly out. Like it's still gonna move, it's not meringue, but as y'all can see it's way thicker. So now this is the best part right here, adding the rainbow sprinkles. I went ahead and added like half of what I had left because I had to make 2 batches of the cake, and I'm just gonna fold that in so I don't over mix it. Don't mind me, y'all, I'm getting my content on my phone as well. So you know what I noticed? Usually when I make cupcakes, I use a cookie scooper. Of course, I forgot that. So I had to do it by hand, you know, just using a spoon and just eyeballing it. But everything isn't perfect. I still had to clean the sides. Most people don't show that, but you still gotta clean the sides. Like baking does get messy. It's just like cooking. So I went ahead and baked those probably for like 15 minutes. So now that the cupcakes are all done, I just have everything cooling on the table, and then I went ahead and packaged the pretzels, and this is how they came out. So cute. I was so excited when I seen those. I know that my best friend is gonna love them. And then these are the toppers that I made, the mini chocolate bars and the baby feet, and I added those on top of the Oreos with melted chocolate. Alright y'all, so back to the start of the show, the cake. So I went ahead and got this baking spray with flour in it. It works really well, Baker's Joy. Y'all might want to screenshot that, but I usually make my own with shortening. So I didn't know how much I was going to need, so I went ahead and put a really thick coat around because I don't want anything sticking. All right, this is a really big cake, so I do not want to be making mistakes and baking it again. So when I baked both sides, this is how it came out. I went ahead and put the filling already in off camera, and I went ahead and made another batch of buttercream because this is a huge cake. I'm like, this is not going to be enough buttercream. So I'm just showing y'all how I put it in the piping bag. And yeah, let's get started on making the crumb coat for the cake. So this angle wasn't perfect, but bear with me, y'all. I didn't bring all my tripods. So as y'all can see, it looks like a big giant sandwich cookie. That's cool. That's what you want. I put it in the fridge so the filling is already like set. So now I'm just gonna put some buttercream on the sides. You can't see it much, but I'm just taking a little bit and making like strips on the side around the cake, and then I'm smoothing it out. So I'm just gonna fast forward the rest because it's the same thing I'm doing over and over again. So just putting a little bit of buttercream on the sides, and then I'm smoothing it out. And the excess I'm just scraping into another bowl because I don't want to get crumbs into the buttercream. Alright, so once I'm finally done with smoothing out the crumb coat, this is how my cake looks. It's not going to be perfect, but you see how tall the cake is. So now I'm going to go ahead and make some green buttercream, and this is because for the flower cupcakes, I want to have some type of leaves on it. So I want my green to be bright, but I don't want it to be like a lime green, but I also don't want it to be like a dark green. Like that doesn't look cute. I want it to be like in the middle. So this is the perfect tone of green that I made, and I went and put that in its own piping bag. So as you can see, I'm gonna find the leaf tip in here. So this is the grass tip, and then I'm also gonna find the leaf tip, which is right here. So I have both piping bags with the different tips in it, so I could have those ready to go. And then now I'm just freestyling the cupcakes. So this is going to be some rose cupcakes, and I'm just using a Wilton 1M tip. And I decided to put pink pearls with the white, and then for the pink roses, I'm gonna put the white pearls. So kind of like the reverse, nothing too crazy. And then I'm gonna add some leaves. But wait, there's more. So right here, I'm just making another batch of buttercream. So I didn't want to go ahead and make a real big batch because I didn't know how much I would need. So as I finish a batch, I'm making another batch. And this one is going to be baby pink. Making buttercream is just like making paint. You have to be sure not to go over the amount of coloring that you need. So this is the perfect pale pink. And yeah, I'm just gonna make these into roses. These came out so beautiful, so simple, but you could see the attention to detail in each one of these cupcakes. So I just put those in the fridge so they could set. And then these cupcakes I'm making are gonna be hydrangeas. So I kind of made like 3 different versions of the pink buttercream and blended that with white and kind of freestyled it. So now for the ones that have the mini rose on it, I went ahead and added some ruffles, and then I'm also gonna add like some random like stars, and this is gonna be like, I don't know, like a, you know, freestyle cupcake as well. So y'all know me, that's not good enough. I gotta make it saucy. So I went ahead and added some edible glitter on each one of the cupcakes. And then for the ones that look like hydrangeas, I went and added some edible like disco dust, I think it's called. And that gave it kind of like a pearlescent look. And it made the hydrangeas look more realistic. I don't even think that the camera does it any justice. But as you can see here, these turned out so cute, like gorgeous. Alright, so now I'm getting a little tired. My arms are kind of fatigued, but I'm just doing some kind of freestyle flowers here. I don't even know to call them roses, because the roses, when I do them, I kind of use a bigger piping tip. But let's see how they come out. If I don't like them, I'll probably just switch it to something else. So now back to the cake, that's set. So I went ahead and smoothed it out some more, and I also added some edible gold glitter on top. So I got these like spheres, I don't even know what to call them, like these kind of like balls. They're not from Etsy. I got them off Amazon, and they actually were very easy to put on, very flexible. I just feel like the packaging needs to be different because some of them got beat up in transit, but it's okay. I just was trying to figure out how I'm gonna apply them, so I'm gonna fast forward that. So now for the cake topper, I have a teddy bear cake topper, pink of course, because she's having a girl. So now I'm trying to figure out the placement of where I'm gonna put the cake topper, because at first I was thinking to put it in the middle, but I was like, it also would look good on the edge of like where the gold begins. So I was like, should I put it there, should I put it back there? Ended up coming to the conclusion that it looks best on the edge of the cake where the gold begins. So this is the final product, and it's crazy. I think because the cake is a light color, you can see a lot of like the imperfections, but in person the cake look completely smooth. But that's cameras for you. So now I'm headed back to the cupcakes, and I think that the rest of the cupcakes, I'm gonna make them look like daisies. So this is just me making the grass center, like using the grass tip for the center to give it some texture. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make those petals. So the daisies are practically done, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and add some more green buttercream so it won't be overlapped with the petals. Of course, I had to make them saucy, so I went ahead and added some gold sprinkles on top, because why not? Why not? So now I went ahead and started packaging the lollipops. This is how they came out after being in the freezer. Everything is set. I popped everything out the molds, and I'm just gonna put them in some cellophane bags with some twist ties. If y'all need the links for the bags, everything is gonna be linked in my Amazon storefront. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm really showing y'all how it gets down. Like, everything is not aesthetic, everything is not perfect. You know, I flew in with some of the supplies that I had, and then I went and got my ingredients from Walmart. But this is how everything turned out, and these are so cute. Like, so now I'm putting everything into a box, so when it's time for the baby shower, we'll just be ready to go. You know, I could just grab and go. I don't gotta be packing everything. And I added the pretzels, and I'm probably also gonna make space, or I'm gonna put them in another container, the chocolate covered Oreos. So for the chocolate covered Oreos, I decided to put them in cupcake containers because this would give them more space. And I just went ahead and put a cupcake liner and put an Oreo in each one of the little sections. So cute. Like, I could not stop looking at them. It's been a while since I made something for a baby shower, but these came out immaculate. So I'm just gonna cover those and put those to the side, and then I'm gonna do the opposite. So I use the pink metallic liners this time, and then I put the white chocolate covered Oreos. So now it's time to pack the cupcakes, and I'm just trying to figure out how I want to pack them because I don't want to put the same type of cupcakes in each container. I kind of want an assortment in each. So excited. So I'll see y'all at the baby shower.
So excited! So excited!
Absolutely love the decorations. Everything was so gorgeous. Really love the centerpieces as well, and that's my best friend and also her mom. Look at her dress, like unbelievable. So y'all seen all the hard work and dedication that went into the treat table, and everything was a success. It turned out so beautiful. Y'all see the little cake stand, the cupcakes, and everything came out so gorgeous. I really made her such a big cake because I won't be surprised if there's not any left. That usually happens. So I'm like, no, I can't have you not having no cake. So for the food, everything looked so good. Y'all know I had to go ahead and get me a plate. Mac and cheese look good too. So this is my plate. And y'all see my little big sis right here.
Like a fingernail.
What? That's crazy. Why everybody thought he won, but in all actuality, all the juice was on the floor.
Who biting nipple?
Wait.
Oh no! I got a big head.
Make sure it's like in the middle.
It don't matter. Ready? Dick, get it down, get it down, get it down. So this is the aftermath of the cake. You know, she still has some treats, but that was before everybody packed their to-go plates. So they went ahead and decided to go bowling after the baby shower. I'm not gonna lie, I'm the baker. I was tired. I barely got sleep the last 2 days. But look at my brother-in-law being lit. And yeah, we just putting on our bowling shoes. They had a little bar in there and they also got food. So y'all got me. So this is everybody on the scoreboard. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a bowler. Sometimes it be good, sometimes it be bad. So we're gonna see what type of mood we in tonight. Say hi for the camera, y'all. Y'all on YouTube. Now my brother-in-law thinking he nice starting out the game. All right, let's see what he do. Oh, okay, strike. I'm not gonna lie, this bowling alley is cute. Okay. I don't know why bowling shoes always gotta be ugly, but they are. Thank y'all so much for watching. That is it for this video, and tune in for the next one.
Which girl can say she stress me out? That's a fucking clown. Cause if her man saying broke, she have to do it out. And if she school, she get a box on her dusty.